Hello, Whovians, it's Lopez with the New Who review, and tonight we come face to face with the face of evil. Face to face with the face of evil? That's the best you could come up with? I gave you a thesaurus. What'd you do with it? Yeah. How was it? The TARDIS lands on a planet inhabited by two tribes, the savage Sevateem and the exponentially advanced Tesh. Both tribes worship Xoanan, a god that turns out to be a spaceship computer with multiple personalities. Hell of a movie. Hey, we're all in this together. The Doctor, aided by a Sevateem girl named Leela, must find a way to access Xoanan's mainframe and save Face. To face the music. Oh, goodness gracious. And face down the face of evil. You're not writing another one of these. Sorry. This four-part episode originally aired from January 1st to the 22nd in 1977 and was written by Chris Boucher and directed by Pennant Roberts. And I really liked this story. There are a lot of familiar themes. The setup was really nice, with the two factions turning out to be ancestors of the Mordi expedition. The Sevateem, or Survey Team, and the Tesh, or Tex, reveal themselves. It's pretty cool. I like the reveal that the Survey Team 6 was written on the hull piece they use as a gong. This was a theme of a Star Trek original series episode, The Omega Glory, which aired in 1968 with the Yangs and the Khans. Yes, he plugged me, indeed. Forbidden Planet gets a nod with the invisible creatures, which turn out to be lethal projections in the likeness of the Doctor from Xoanan. Speaking of, I really liked the Chamber of Xoanan and the scenes of the mental breakdown of Xoanan and the exposition given that it was the Doctor himself who programmed the supercomputer using his own brain patterns. I thought that was just classic. And of course, we get the beginning of that mystery when we see the likeness of the Doctor carved out like Mount Rushmore. Pretty neat. The different voices gave that whole scene a sinister boost. And one side note, one of the voices of Xoanan was a kid who won a contest. That's pretty cool. I thought the Horde creatures were really neat, and not to belabor the Star Trek echoes, but I was reminded of the creatures that Khan put in Chekhov's ear in The Wrath of Khan. I thought it was incredibly inventive to make the religious ceremony be the sequence for checking the seals on a Starfall 7 spacesuit. As a military man, I can appreciate the counts of a movement, how many movement it takes to complete a close order drill. So that was kind of cool for me. The sets, the sets just knock it out of the park every episode, in my opinion. They make a silk purse out of a sow's ear every story, and it warms my heart. Again, that reveal that the evil one is the Doctor with that Mount Rushmore likeness I spoke of earlier, that was kind of cool. And crawling around through his own mouth, I was reminded of North by Northwest and the scene on that famous monument. Um, but honestly, don't go there expecting there to be a hole in the nose and an elevator down the throat. Leela's costume reminded me of Raquel Welch in 1 Million Years BC. And the Tesh costumes reminded me of the flying monkeys from The Wizard of Oz. And speaking of the Tesh, Leon Eagles stole the show, in my opinion, as the boss of the Tesh Jabal. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. He was hilarious. The Doctor makes a point about power when he says, the very powerful and the very stupid have one thing in common. They don't alter their views to fit the facts. They alter the facts to fit the views. Imagine how utterly terrifying it would be to have someone who is both very powerful and very stupid running things, especially in a time of crisis. Yeah. Once the doctor has fixed his mistake and Xoanan gets a reboot, Leela asks to go with the doctor, who refuses, and a heartbroken Leela goes back to her mud hut. I'm kidding. Leela pushes past the doctor, and I can only assume starts pushing buttons and pulling levers because the TARDIS takes off to the great unknown. No spoilers. I'll see you in time.